What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today, and today we have a Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport layover vlog for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's begin. I've just arrived from Tulsa on board this American Airlines Airbus A319. If you'd like to check out the trip report and the content from that flight, feel free to do so as it's already been posted. As you could tell, I was very excited to finally be back at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. I've not been here for around 18 months, so I was super excited like I was just saying. My flight to Phoenix Sky Harbor did not leave for about approximately 3 hours, so we had plenty of time to do some phenomenal spotting. So let's get up to the Skylink and get it rolling. The first objective of this layover was to go around the Skylink at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. If you're unfamiliar with the Skylink is pretty much a people mover system that goes around the airport. But what's really unique to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport's people mover, the Skylink, is that you can get phenomenal views of aircraft at the gates on their people mover because it goes all around the airport. I'm sure you guys pretty much know the Skylink, but I thought I would just give some brief context. So let's get on the Skylink and see what we can find. So as you can tell, we already have some awesome views up here. I went around on the Skylink multiple times, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the Skylink the first time in real time, and then on the next trips on the Skylink, we'll be covering the highlights and changes so it doesn't get too repetitive. I am so excited, and let's finally get back on the Skylink, my friends. Alright guys, so let's do some live commentary. So as you can tell here at 8:34, we have an American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This one was just recently parked up at Tulsa, so I'm really glad to get see it back in the service. It's November 773 Alpha November, so hopefully I don't make too many mistakes. But look at all the aircraft, look at all the GSC. We're looking awesome here. Of course, we're waiting for everybody to get on so we can move. There's multiple American Airlines aircraft parked on the ramp, and what was I trying to do with my hand there? I have no idea. Anyways, let's keep moving here. There's another American 737, got A321 back there. It looks like a 319S just landed. And obviously I was taking pictures with my camera, so the reflection sucks since the weather was not very good. There's another American 737, American Airlines 787-9. Unfortunately, my white balance was on sunshine, so it screwed up the first round of pictures. So that was my main motivation factor for going the next time, but I'll kind of explain all these situations. But as you can tell, we got a lot of really good stuff. We'll be going over the highlights, but you guys know what these aircraft are, so I'm not going to say each and every one of them, but numerous American Airlines mainline aircraft at the A concourse, of course. There's an A321, and then per concourse, Dallas has 2 Skylink stops per concourse, so this is the north Skylink entrance, if you will. Typically, I like to spot in the morning at the North B Skylink entrance as it has some really nice lighting, but obviously there's no sunshine yet, keep in mind. Got some really nice GA aircraft over there. I think there was 2 NetJets over there, so looking really nice. I'm not editing pictures for this either, if you're wondering, just simply because of how many pictures there are. And I like to post in chronological order, and I simply just don't have the time to do it all for one video and keep it all on the schedule. There's 972, an American A321 looking really good right there. And you can tell we got a variety of aircraft right here. So currently waiting. There's another American A321 with sharklets. I think we caught the whole fleet on this day, but absolutely no problem with that. Looking really sharp. I was so excited. Of course, I have my new 18x300 lens that I was already going to work on. Like I said, I had my white balance set on sunshine, which was stupid. I should have known better than that. But luckily, we were able to bounce back and had a lot of success once we... I went around a second time here in a minute once I got it figured out, because I got it figured out all the way down at the B concourse. All right, here we go. We got moving. Here's A15, an American 737-800. Another American Airlines 737-800. Man, there's so many of these units. I love those 737s. What have we got next? Another American 737. There's A11. We've parked at A10 before. Yep, another American 737, 321, and 737. Dallas hasn't really got too many 320s recently, just a few daily. And then we do have some 319s. The fence configuration mainly, but also sharklets too. Okay, so here we come over here to the B concourse. This is where American Eagle hosts all their flights between Envoy, SkyWest, and all the subsidiaries. As we cross the bridges here, and let's begin with the B concourse. All right, let's see here. There's an American 175 for Envoy. Sorry, I don't know any routes. I literally have no clue. Another American 175, looking good. There's an American Sierra 900 from Mesa. And then we are to the B North entrance point. There's UPS all the way back there, looking really good back there. There's B40, looking good. And here's the little expansion piece that they have. We end up checking this out here in a little bit later on the layover, so looking very nice right there. And let's get on to the next clip here. Looks like I completely failed to record the south side of the B concourse, so we'll be doing that on our next pass through. So currently we're getting ready to see the D concourse. Here's the north side of the D concourse. Now it's set up really kind of oddly on this Skylink portion because of this terminal piece, so it's kind of hard to get nice views. As you can tell, we have a variety of American Airlines aircraft, some 777s, got a two 737s, maybe 319. So we got some good stuff over here, and we should get a nice look at the B concourse. This all fills up with 175s very soon. It was really interesting to see E175s back there, as typically it was mainline aircraft pre-pandemic, but obviously we haven't been here since pandemic. So sorry that was a little out of order, but we kind of got screwed up there because I don't know why the recording didn't make it, but I guess I didn't record it. I don't know what happened. So, but we'll get that fixed up. We'll take a look at the B concourse through the next pass. That won't be too big of a detour. It'll be fun anyways. So yeah, that ends up filling up here in a minute, but let's take a look at our next clip here. Alrighty, so here's the south side D concourse. Japan Airlines was arriving soon, so I was so pumped about that. And there's the Concourse D expansion piece. This is on the south side Concourse D. As you can tell, this is my first time seeing it, of course. Now, unfortunately, it's going to block some really cool views that we previously had, but it's definitely going to be worth it. There's some very cool gates right there. I think this is mainly going to be used for regional flights, but I'm not sure exactly what's going on. There's an American 175 that just landed in. All the American 175s are at Dallas are all Republic Airway, or sorry, are all Envoy, as Republic does not have any flights out of Dallas for American Eagle, at least yet. Maybe one day they will. And as you can tell over there in the F hard stand, that's still being used. They were planning to do some the initial Concourse F project debut at this point, but they have put Concourse F on hold, which is going to go right here. And here's the D expansion. Some really nice views of it, as you can tell. I was really excited to see this. There's D1, D2, D4, and D3. I think it's mainly going to be RJ gates, but I'm not sure. But thank you to all the employees going hard at work on it. It's going to be exciting. Alrighty, looping around here. Let's see what we got at the F hard stand. Look at all that construction equipment, man. That's a lot. That's millions of dollars of equipment right there. That is insane. Yeah, it was a little quiet. It wasn't quite bank time. All the flights were about to start arriving in. We arrived in really early, about 7:30 a.m. American Airlines 777-300ER on the F hard stand. Man, look at that unit, man. Absolute facility. As you can tell, I was grinding on the camera right there. American Airlines 787-8, and then we got 737 back there. And here are a couple of grounded aircraft. These have since been ungrounded, if you will. But we have 737s, A321. That looks like a Neo. I couldn't tell from this video. I kind of forgot since. Another American Airlines 737-800 right there. This is kind of typically, I think they don't really do much with this ramp, but as you can tell, they had grounded aircraft. Here's all that winter vehicle equipment, it looks like. All the snow plows and stuff. That appears to be what it was, and plenty of extra leftover cargo containers. And looping around to the E concourse, this is mainly where all the other airlines host their flights, but American Eagle also has quite a decent ops over here between a few gates here on the very corner and a satellite concourse for CRJs and ERJs. There's the E145. There's multiple Spirit aircraft parked back there on their hard stand type thing. SkyWest CRJ 700s parked down here on the far E gates. So as you can tell, multiple SkyWest CRJ 700s right here, a variety of them. These all fly the regional flights. More SkyWest CRJ 700s. There's a plethora of them, man. Look at them. There's satellite concourse. There are all the ERJs. Look at all of those, man. Mainly 145s, and there's some CRJs over there too. I don't see any 135s off the initial glance. And here we go with Spirit. Oh yeah, there's a United 737 taking off. It looks like a 900. Now what's really cool is Spirit has a huge operation out of Dallas. I mean, very large. And you can see some 319s over there on the hard stand. But there's a A320. I believe that was a Neo variant, but here's multiple American 145s. I don't see 135. I couldn't, very hard to recognize from this side of the field. But yeah, there's a 319 right there. I think two of them for Spirit. And looks like SkyWest waiting for gates right there. Really nice over here. I've never flown out of this concourse. I've always flown with American through Dallas Fort Worth, so at least to my knowledge, maybe way back when, maybe I did, but yeah, looking really good over here, as you can see. Look at all of our fellow employees going, keeping this thing going, man. It takes each and every one of those guys to keep this operation going. But yeah, sorry for all the dead time right here. Multiple American Eagle aircraft taxiing through. There's the Spirit Neo, a little better view of it. That's 915. We get better shots of that one taking off. Here in a little bit, I ended up using the B North Concourse, or sorry, Skylink B entrance for some spotting here after a few Skylink trips. But I did too, because number one, I didn't realize my white balance was messed up, and number two, we'll talk about some very interesting heavies in a minute. Multiple American 145s, Delta A320. This one was probably going to Salt Lake City if I had to guess, so great to see another Delta 320. And there is the plethora of Delta A220s, but there's an A321 right there. But there are two A220s. They really like to use their hard stand here. And there's that third one looking really good. All these 220s, man, there's tons of flights on the 220s. All of those were 100s for Delta. No 300 on this day, but I'm sure we'll get to see a 300 very, very soon. There's a Chester Alaska 737-900. I think I was just getting prepared to take shots of it. That is exactly right. 408 right there, looking sharp. Let's see, what do we got here? Here's some United regionals. As we approach the Northeast satellite, or no, sorry guys, the Northeast Skylink entrance. There we go. And here are two old livery United 175s, probably both SkyWest if I had to guess. There's the American Airlines C Concourse, and there's an Evo Blue, also SkyWest. No, some of these may be Mesa. Sorry, my bad. And here's a very interesting situation. You got two United mainlines looking good. This American A319, I have no clue why he was over here at E2. To my knowledge, American never used the E Concourse for mainline flights, but I guess they're getting a little greedy here and using one of the E gates for some passenger flights, but very, very interesting. There's the two United Airbuses. Great to see those. I was very happy to see those. And here we go with the American Airlines C Concourse. More mainline, what you want to guess, and plenty of 737s to enjoy. So let's take a look. Let's see if I can get any sentimental value to any of these tail numbers. I've flown quite a few of these 737s, so the odds are not impossible. I think I was mainly getting shots of that 319. I was shook by that, as you can tell. I still am. Can't see the tail number of that one, and then I go for that nice Concourse E lineup as we approach the Concourse C South Skylink entrance. As you can get some really nice views right here. There's 309, that's an American 737 that did have IFE before Oasis happened. American 319 looking good at C30. We see this 319 multiple times, so just get ready to see in time lapses and stuff. So yeah, man, lots of awesome stuff right here. So yeah, I'm sorry about these intermissions. It takes some time, or they take about a minute each on the holding spots. Yeah, but I mean, I enjoy watching this GSC. I hope you guys do too. I probably should fast forward it, but we'll do that. We'll leave that. But I'm just getting some context of how the Skylink works. So yeah, as you can tell, I was trying to get some nice shots of this American 319 with CFMs. This is 724 right here. No clue where it's going. Of course, as you guys can see in the back over there on the E Concourse, they all have the boards, but you can't see the boards in front of the aircraft when you're facing away from it. So, but yeah, looking really, really good over here. So obviously the conditions weren't ideal, but they do get better. I was shook when they did, but it was supposed to thunderstorm, so I was glad it at least wasn't raining because that would just put a real toll on trying to spot. You guessed it, another American 737 X2 this time, man. I think I was just getting prepared to shoot once again. That is correct. Sorry about the awful camera. Obviously, when you try and take pictures, it's kind of hard. There's an American Airlines A321neo, and there it is. There's a Qatar Boeing 777-300ER. This is not a passenger flight. This was a cargo flight in from Mexico City. I was shook to see that. I was shocked. So, yeah, Qatar typically has their Airbus A350 passenger flight, but they were running a few cargo flights in, and I got super lucky to see that one. We'll see more here in just a second with some cargo stuff. That was really, really, really cool. So there it is right there. What a facility with the East Tower over there. That funny pilot made me, but there's a real-life counterpart looking really good. There's another American 737. I mean, these guys are literally everywhere, man. Wow. All right, there's another American 737. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this live format. I really like it for something like this, but typically, in most cases, I wouldn't use it, but I feel like this one, it definitely makes some sense. And then on the next passes through to the Skylink, I'll go over the highlights, but obviously we're kind of just getting some context for Dallas. Obviously, Dallas International Airport has 5 concourses: Concourse A, B, C, D, and E. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so let's take a look at this B concourse. I don't know why, but I only came up with one video for it. I think the second time through I was really focused on catching, I think it was the Asiana Cargo 747 and I forgot to record. It was that or the UPS 747 or something like that. Alright, so here we go. We're passing through the A concourse again. Same aircraft. This was only like 15 minutes later, probably something like that. There's some old American baggage carts still. That's awesome. Alright, so let's take it over through here. Still on the same Skylink, of course, just came through, and then I figured out my white balance, so I was like, yeah, we definitely need to come through again, and there was like nothing, or there was no other priority, so I was like, yeah, this is definitely the move. Alright, here we go with more American 175s and CRJ 900s and all that good stuff right here, as you can tell. Let's see, anything crazy? Not as of right now. There's that UPS cargo ramp again. There are multiple American Eagle aircraft at the extension piece that we talked about, some CRJ 900s particularly, it looked like. And we are arriving at the entrance point. Typically where I do a lot of my spotting, those poles are annoying, but the views are pretty gosh darn good. There's the UPS Boeing 747-400. I was focused on getting that thing and I was pumped. We end up getting a really cool takeoff shot. It was ironic too. It wasn't even planned. So I was just hoping for the best. But there was another goal that I had. For whatever reason, a high-fly A330 was coming out of nowhere. It came in from Anchorage, and I was shook. So that was my #1 goal. I believe it was on the second pass, but it may have been the third pass. I'm pretty sure it was the second, though, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure it was this one on the Skylink trip, but it may have been the third one. But I saw it come out of nowhere, and I was like, wow. Okay. So I was like, let's definitely make it down there to see it taxiing, as it was landing on the 17. So I was like, we get a really cool taxiing shot passed by the Concourse, as it will taxi by there if it's going over to the west side on the cargo ramp, and that's exactly what happened. But we'll see that here in a minute. All right, so here we go back to the Concourse, or sorry, B Concourse. This is where we'll find a lot of American Eagle aircraft, as you can tell. Numerous E-145s, E-175s, CRJ-900s. The Skywest 700s, I think, mainly park over there at the Concourse, mainly that end piece over here. And then from what I observed, it was all E-175s for Envoy in the south piece now, compared to all the mainline that was there when I was last there, which I was surprised about. There's all those American heavies. Look at all those 777s. Keep in mind, this was back in February. I'm sure there's even more there now, which is super, super exciting to see. Alrighty, so as we're passing through here, I'll kind of do a voiceover and give you guys the game plan for what to expect next. Alrighty guys, so we went around the Skylink once, so let me know what you guys think, but I don't want it to be too repetitive, so what we'll do is we will go over highlights for the next 4 times that I went around the Skylink. I went 4 or 5 times, but anyways, let's get buckled up and go around for the second time, and we do have some highlights already. So the B Concourse was normal, not too much. You guys may be seeing a little bit of footage of it here. And then here we go through the D Concourse. So the D Concourse, the Skylink entrance pieces, as you may have been able to tell from the first pass, there's glass and buildings, and it's built into the building, so you can't really do much to see planes. And of course, as you guys can see right here, the Qatar 777-300 that just landed from Mexico City was just a few seconds off. If we would have been on a train before, we probably would have got to see it from the South B entrance. That would have been ideal, but unfortunately, we weren't able to get nice close-up shots and footage of it. But hey, at least we got to see it through the window. That was still super cool, and we do get to see it even more. And just landed was the Japan Boeing 787-9 from Tokyo. I was super, super excited to get some footage and stuff of that. So let's take a more in-depth look at that, guys. It's going to be awesome right here. Alrighty, guys. So as you can tell, the camera's getting ready to pan up here, but there it is. The Japan Airlines Boeing 787-9, looking really good right there, coming in from Tokyo. Like I said, very, very glad to see it. And American Eagle number 175 showing up. I think that was the one that we saw taxiing in. Looking good over here at D7. Very excited about the expansion. Hopefully next time I'm in Dallas, it will be close to getting done, which is going to be exciting. But there she is. I was spamming on the shutter. Was super glad to finally see it. Like I said, it's been over a year and a half at this point since I've seen the Japan 787. But they've been flying that 787 consistently to Dallas for a very long time now. In fact, I think it's been flying it for 5 years or so at this point. They've been one of the most consistent international airlines throughout the pandemic, which has been really cool. I believe they came back in like May or June of 20 and have not missed a beat since. They fly every day in from, they moved over to Tokyo Haneda, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but anyways, as you can tell, the rain came in. You can see all those puddles and everything, but looking nice over here, looking great. So it was very, very cool to see that for sure. Here's a rather unique situation right here with the American Airlines A319 and 175 passing. It's not impossible, but very, very cool that we're able to see that little transition here. Nothing else too crazy to note. CFM 319 it looks like, so looking great right there. Let's keep taking a look at these highlights here. I hope you guys are enjoying this format. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But as you can tell, coming back through Concourse C, American Eagle actually has quite a few gates down here at the end. They have more than what they used to, I think. And then E33, I think, is when it transitions into Spirit gates. But a very unexpected moment coming up. I was super, super shocked when we see this here in a second. There's all the American Eagle aircraft over there at the East Satellite Concourse. And there's that Spirit E320neo currently loading up. That was 905. Really, really nice aircraft. It may be 915, my bad. But anyways, very, very awesome stuff right here. Really exciting moment coming up. Get ready, guys. I was shocked to see this. I was very surprised. Should be coming in the frame anytime now, but I think I was trying to get nice shots of that Spirit A320neo. Quite a few of those now, and there's still a ton of them on order, so very, very exciting for that. That's going to be a great element to Spirit's fleet. I'm really going to be eager to see their Airbus A319neo as we kind of pass as we get ready to pass some time here, as we are passing some time, I should say, before the surprise arrives. There it is, the UPS 747. Look at that liftoff, man. I did end up getting some, you hear my shutter right there. I was getting some epic pictures of that. That was so cool. And I thought I got some good ones, so I immediately pulled off. I mean, you guys saw that footage. That was absolutely unbelievable right there. Enjoying this highlight format. I feel like it works really well. And luckily, we did get it. If we would have been moving, I probably wouldn't have got it very well. But I'm so glad. And this 18x300 was doing the work. As you can tell, I was getting after it with the Spirit A320 Neo right there. And let's keep looking at these highlights, guys. It was a bunch of fun, as you guys could tell. Alrighty, so as you guys can see right here, there wasn't too much else event-wise through the A and C concourse. So what I did was I thought I would spot on the northeast side because there was a very cool aircraft coming in. But I'll tell you guys what I do here in a second. It was probably one of the most clutch decisions of my life. It was absolutely insane how the timing worked out. But as you guys can tell, currently hanging out on the North A entrance of the Skylink, doing some plane spotting right here. And it was a bunch of fun. Was really enjoying this intermission, but you guys will see here in a second what happens. So while I was spotting at the North Skylink entrance at DFW International Airport, I immediately saw the clouds move over a little bit, and behind a somewhat thin cirrus cloud, there was the sun. I immediately hopped back on the Skylink because I had an ultimate goal. There was a high-fly Airbus A330 for whatever reason at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport coming in from Anchorage, which obviously is not typical whatsoever, so I was really excited. So I got back on the Skylink for my third time around, and I didn't film too much because I was in the moment, but then I got back to filming at Concourse D when we got to JL. So let's take a look at this, as the Skylink was empty since we were right before the bank, so I did decide to narrate a little bit inside the Skylink because there was nobody in my cart, or in my train thing, if you know what I mean. So let's take a look at this, guys. Alright guys, got the whole Skylink to myself, this sector. Sun's peeking a little bit, we got JAL right there. Here we go, boys. But I hope you guys are enjoying. Sorry for not talking too much, just don't want to disturb. There we go, there it is. Oh man, what a hot bird. Wow, look at that. Let's get over here a little bit. There it is. I'm trying to get a nice angle. Coming in from Tokyo and Narita. There we go. Too hot. There's the D extension. Looks really nice. And the Qatar 333's back there too. Okay, where is the rainbow now? Where is the rainbow, bro? Alright, let's get this triple W on D hard stand. Got some more construction. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll pull my mask down. There's nobody in here, so. They could have left it though. Could have left COVID. Hopefully not. God, I hope not. The Asiana Cargo 747 should be landing soon, so hopefully I make it back around for that, or I can see it somehow. There's some GE90s and there's a 788. Looks beautiful, man. It looks like we have a 321 Neo and that 321 looks like a Neo, and two 737s, and then another one should be here on the left anytime. There she is. What time is it? 8:19, so we have roughly an hour and a half until we probably need to start heading over to the C8, which is our gate. I can't say that I've done the Skylink 3 times in a row in a day, or sorry, yeah, in a layover rather, I should say, at Dallas, but here we are. So glad to be back. Let's stay over here for the reflection. But now that the sun's out a little bit, the light reflection out of the Skylink's not near as bad, so that's just so helpful. And there's that Spirit A319 that we've passed 2 or 3 times now. Is that Neo still at the gate? So here's what it looks like. As you can tell, very thin. All this stuff should be moving over though, unfortunately, but okay, there's that Spirit Neo. I'm not sure where he's going, maybe Las Vegas or something. And it looks like a Delta 321 over to 17 right to take off. And we're in between banks right now. All these guys are about to start flying out, so we'll see if anybody comes in or not. At least the sun will be out in Phoenix, we can guarantee that. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, since the sun finally just came out and may stay out for a little bit, Aviation landed on the right side. I shouldn't know better, but it's a mix and match, so it's kind of hard to predict. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it over to the B Skylink entrance area for spotting after I do some more Skylink right here, as we're still making our laps. There's a Neo. We've seen that one a couple times now. So I decided to abort that mission of getting off after the third time at the B entrance, or B Skylink entrance, I should say, because the high-fly A330, I'm sorry, I was confused. The fourth time that I went around is when I saw it. We'll see it more in detail in just a second. But anyways, I went around and the Asiana Cargo 747 freighter came by and I was able to get fantastic shots of that. So I was very excited about that. So once again, right before the bank was about to start, this was probably about 8:45, everybody left the Skylink, so I was able to do some more narration. So let's take a look at all that. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope you guys are enjoying the video to this point. I know it's been long as usual with my content, but there's a lot to document here, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. So let's keep proceeding, guys. Alright guys, so the bank's about to start. Nobody's here. The bank's about to start, so I'm not sure if I'll take it over to the spotting location or not. We'll see. Skylink's on fire right now, so I'm not complaining. The land's focusing. Maybe not, but there's that Asiana Cargo. That's still a cool catch. I don't think I've got that one. I don't think I've ever got it, but I may have got it a long time ago once. But to get it in a better sequence is very helpful. Really, really cool, rather. Not really helpful, but just always add these additions. Nothing there. Well, 737, but okay, two of them. Try to get. Okay, so the high flight just arrived in from Anchorage, and it's on all the way down there on that taxiway, so hopefully it taxis quick, because we'll be over there in 2 minutes or so. I'm just speculating. Well, I think it usually tells you on here.
Please hold on. This train is departing.
Clouds are pretty thin still, so where is that high flight? Dang it. There it is. There it is. Found it. 3:30. You need taxi fast. Oh, I'm just gonna wait until it comes by. I'm not missing that. Absolutely not. I'm getting off. I'm gonna get off and catch the high fly, because that's that doesn't happen very often, man. That's a cool catch. Alright, well, here's what a Skylink entrance looks like if you're wondering. They have both sides. One goes clockwise, one goes counterclockwise. So fortunately, the rain was here, so that's probably why the windows are so dirty, but get the high fly 330. Nice. So as you guys could tell, that went really, really well, and I was super, super glad to see that. So after that, we hopped right back on the Skylink, as there was a ton of planes to see, and of course the sun was slightly out, so I really wanted these cool shots. And the rain on the ramp made for some really cool reflections. So here's the 3 Delta A220s. Absolute facility, like we've talked about many times. They look really, really cool. Would love to fly on one of them. I love that mount on my camera, man. It's so smooth and the panning and everything. And here we go. As you guys can see, the thumbnail shot as we arrive at the Northeast Satellite entrance. Not satellite, I'm sorry, Skylink. Skylink satellite. Why do I keep getting them confused? I'm sorry. But there's the United 175. Don't you love that they use the big tugs on the RJs? I think that's not necessarily hilarious, just kind of interesting for sure. But anyways, let's keep progressing through the layover vlog, everybody. There was nothing too crazy on the rest of that Skylink trip, so what I did was I took it over to the Concourse B Skylink entrance once again, do some plane spotting. But I thought before I do some spotting, and it was a little quiet, I thought, why don't I do something that I've never done before? I really want to explore this area of Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport because I never have before, and that is the Terminal Beat Satellite Concourse. This was built, I believe, about 5 years ago or so. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But it's currently a 9-gate satellite concourse on the northwest side of Concourse B. And it hosts 9 gates, gates B30 through B39, I believe. And it's really, really cool. So it's set up kind of like Richmond's pier pieces. I'm trying to think of something you could, like a 45-degree angle offset piece. And very, very helpful. American typically parks, I think all the RJs park over here. I think the 175s don't typically because they're a little big for these gates. I could be way off on that, but I believe it's mainly the CRJ 900s, Ember ERJ-140s back then. I'm sure they're retired. About the time this video is coming out, they should be retired, unfortunately. 145s, and of course CRJ 700s and all of those. I don't think I missed any. So really, really cool stuff. And I really, really like this piece. So let's take a look at some of this footage. As you can tell, it was really, really nice. I did go down there all the way to the middle of the concourse to kind of see what it was all about. Had some really cool Hudson News, and I did use that restroom facility as well. I was very pleased with that. It was really, really nice and clean. And all the arch texture was really, really good in this piece, as you guys can see through this footage and those photographs as well. As you can also see, it was booming. There was a ton of people. The floor was really, really cool. I like the different type of walls that they had, the materials and stuff. I just thought it was really, really cool. So it was definitely nice to get to see this area, and I was very, very pleased with it. So now we will move on to, I believe, some more plane spotting, but we will see when we get to those clips. So as I'm sure you guys saw my watch, it was 9:35 a.m. and boarding was going to begin in about an hour, give or take. So unfortunately, we were already wrapping up the layover, which I was really bummed out because it was really just so much fun. But hey, every good thing must come to an end at some point. And luckily, we would be back here later in the day as we came back through Dallas-Fort Worth on the way home to Tulsa. So I was really, really excited for that. So anyways, there was nothing too eventful on the final Skylink ride, which was from the North Skylink entrance at the B concourse to the North C entrance, all the way around on the longer way, if you will, through the D and E concourse. So we'll take a look at that time lapse after I just say I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll give you a little conclusion once we go through the time lapse, which will be relatively short, but thought I would show it once again. There's some nice aircraft in here. So spotting was really, really fun. All the photographs will be coming to Instagram, and I hate to say it's going to be probably about 2 years or so. It will be a very long time, but there's a lot of really good photographs already on there being posted in chronological order to add to the galleys, or gallery I should say, not galley. So yeah, I'm really, really excited to keep proceeding on there, and those will be coming at some point. So I hope you guys are excited for those well down the line. If you guys would like to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Link in the description, and that's where you can find all the photography. But anyways, we will go around the Skylink one final time on this time lapse and take a look, and then we will conclude this phenomenal layover vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching this Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport spotting vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. The next video of this trip will be an American Airlines Airbus A321 trip report from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. That'll be coming out next week, as I'm sure you guys know. So I hope you guys are excited for that. But nevertheless, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.